This is a short movie about how system integrators use Snapshot to win more engagements and to provide better services, and then to extend that customer relationship with org monitoring and managed services. Snapshot runs on your desktop and talks between your personal computer and your customer's Salesforce Org, so there's absolutely no security concerns. Also, you don't have to install Snapshot into the customer org. You just enter the credentials and take a snapshot. You can work with any number of production orgs. And lastly, Metazoa provides you with an unlimited number of workspaces. So here I am working on an org split or clone, but I could quickly switch over and go to a customer workspace. As a matter of fact, one way to do this is simply have a workspace for each one of your customers. Now, these items in blue are connected to a Salesforce org. The items in green are connected to a Git repo or a Salesforce DX project. And what you do is you create the item, you take a snapshot, you log into the customer org, and then you get a complete metadata picture of that org. And then we can do all of our incredible reporting. For example, org documentation, optimization and cleanup to remove technical debt, and security with profiles and permissions. So the first thing we recommend is doing a pre-sales org audit. Now, this is an opportunity to show the customer the most detailed, complete report they've ever seen about their Salesforce org. For example, you could start with our data dictionary, which documents custom objects and fields. You can select all the objects that you're interested in, go to the Display Report tab, and that report is generated. You can very quickly export this in many different formats, including PDF, HTML, and native Excel. Then you might jump over to our org dictionary, which documents the other 300 metadata types. So for example, let's do a report about flows. And as you can see, these reports are highly detailed and color-coded. You can customize them any way that you want. Next up, you might want to provide information about security, profiles, and permission sets. So here we have profiles down the left-hand side and object permissions across the top. You can do this for any Apex class, flow accesses, record types, so on and so forth. You can also do it for their permission sets down the left, object properties across the top, or their permission set groups, which does the roll-up of all the permissions in the group. And we also have combined security reports, where we show the profile and the permission sets that have been assigned to an individual user, and then the combined actual security for that user given all of their permissions. Next up, you might want to show them information about their Apex code quality. You can select any of the Apex classes over here at left and see all of the static analysis of the various problems, bugs, best practices that are going on with the code. Go to the Display Report tab, and you see this information for all of the Apex classes, along with some really nice dashboards and other information. So the pre-sales org audit is a great chance to impress your customer with your detailed knowledge about their org, to visualize any problems with the org, and also potentially discover new problems that expand the scope of the engagement. When all the work is done, you can run all of the same reports to demonstrate remediation. And by the way, all of these reports are branded with your corporate logo and detailed information that document the org for compliance and governance. Now, once you've won that new customer, Snapshot also makes it easy for you to perform sophisticated services and manage their org. For example, if we right-click an arrow, we can bring up deployment tooling and move metadata from the source org to the destination. This is very visual and easy. All you have to do is select the items that you want to move, go to the deployment screen, select the type of transaction you want to make, and do a deployment. We also have very powerful data moving capability to move connected sets of data between orgs. The data migration and metadata deployment tools are ideally suited for org splits, clones, and merges, or any other complex re-architecture of a Salesforce org. We also have very powerful impact analysis tools. These make it easy to understand what any metadata asset is doing in the org. For example, here's the account object. We can see everything that's connected to the account. We can see how it's connected, and we can dive into the XML if we want to see additional information about the type of connection. Lastly, artificial intelligence is everywhere inside this product. For example, if we bring up our prompt engineering platform, we can see over 100 pre-built prompts over here at left. Let's just take a look at one of them. This is an Apex table report. We write out the different characteristics that we're interested in with our Apex. And then we go to prompt automation and run that prompt on every single Apex class. Then we simply click on the table report button, and here's the report. Apex classes down the left, the different categories of information that I'm interested in across the top. Everything's color-coded. This is all of the information about my Apex classes on a single page. So after you finish the customer engagement, it's easy to extend that relationship with org monitoring and managed services. You can set Snapshot up to be on a schedule, to do metadata backups, data backups, and to run any of the reports. They can be sent directly to the customer, or if there's a workflow problem detected, you can send the report instead to a developer or a consultant. Here's an example with our field usage report. Just go to the Schedule Report tab, and we can set this up when there's a new snapshot, send the report by email to a group of admins, no matter what, or conditionally if low usage is reported. All right, this is Metazoa Snapshot. It's an incredible tool for system integrators.